So what had happened was this happened last week. What's up? Andrew from Not On Sundays here, sipping on a bit of Cascara Saison. It's been a long Tuesday. I'll probably do the rest of my Homebrew Wednesday tomorrow because I am flat out tired. It was a 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. without stopping for lunch kind of a work day. So I'm cooling down with that. And then what better way to make up for a tough Tuesday than get a beer mail? Got a beer mail today. I did know this was coming, but doesn't make it any less exciting. It is very well taped. And this here box is from Virginia. Somebody that I've been hoping to trade beer mail with for quite some time. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get mine to him this week. Dang, dude. He has got like packing job down pat. It's like insulation wrapped in plastic. Like housing insulation. Dang. Well done. I may just use the same box to send back to him. Because that is stellar. And once you start seeing the names of some of these beers, you will know who it's from. Ooh, got a couple good ones. Alright. I may speed up some of this video to get through the unwrapping part. But let's do this real fast. Boom. This is, I'm terrible at focusing. This is Dean's List beer. Mike from the Dean's List. Been following Mike for quite some time now. And it is pretty cool to get some of his beers. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get mine out this week. I was planning on getting it out tomorrow, which is Wednesday. But considering the long day I've had, I don't think that's going to happen. So Mike, maybe next week. Alright, I'm going to pause this. And we'll come back after I get these unwrapped. So I unwrapped this gem while I was watching a little bit of Alex Rock from Rock On Beer Blog and his brother tasting Nate's Black IPL, which I did a review of not too long ago. But like I said, Mike Dean hooked me up. So it's really funny. I went yesterday, which was Monday, and bought a couple beers, local beers, that I was gonna send to Mike along with my homebrew. And I got him a malty IPA, which I'll remain anonymous. So, Amber Alert. Amber Alert. Yikes. Woo! I had gotten him a malty IPA, and I had gotten him a vanilla porter, and both local. And he sent me a couple commercial beers as well. This is Bad Wolf Brewing. This is a West Coast IPA, so it's not going to be a malty IPA, but he got me an IPA and a vanilla porter. Great minds think alike, my man. So outside of those, which are fantastic, he did something that is rarely seen in the beer mail scene. I got duplicates of 2 beers, which is awesome. So many of the times the beers that you get in beer mail are so good that you wish you had another one to either age and or just try again. I've got 2 beers. 2 of 2 beers. One being the Vernal Equinox. So I believe this is the second version of the Vernal Equinox that he did. And I've got twins. So this is an IPA that this second time around he's done and has rave reviews. So pumped about that. I also got the one only old school IPA. I've been hearing about this one for a long time and I'm stoked to try the old school double IPA. And then last but not least, and mum's the word on this, I can't post anything about it other than that I've got it. Look what made its way. This is the Native Transplant. So this is 2 bottles of the collaboration that Mike did with Tyler Everson from Everty Homebrewing. Knowing these 2 guys, this beer is going to be epic, and I've got 2. Native Transplant. So other than that, that is an epic beer mail. Mike Dean, thank you, sir. Yours should be out shortly, and can't be more excited to get into these beers. This is awesome. Thank you, sir. Love the caps, love the labels. Reviews to come. Cheers. And then I got sick. Thank you, Mike Dean. So I got sick. Not in a normal, like, okay, oh, you got some strep or whatever, which would have been bad, or the flu, which is going around. It was, I got a really bad sinus infection and ear infections in both ears, which I do not remember the last time I had either, especially in my adult life. So, no package has gone out to Mike Dean, that's for sure. And also another reason why there have been no reviews. On top of that, I was planning on doing a couple reviews, maybe Sunday night, Monday night, and even tonight. But I'll come back to it here in a second. I went to a beer event on Sunday. Driving home, I got a pizza. Bit off a bite of the pizza. The cheese, instead of getting the roof of your mouth, got my entire tongue and burned me so badly that it still kind of hurts to swallow on the back of my tongue. So that's why I'm still okay with drinking this, but I do not want to try to do a beer review. So more reviews to come. All that said, Mike, the plan is tonight, Tuesday night, to try to get your package out tomorrow. We'll see. I'm hoping that's the plan. Ooh, that is really nice. Breckenridge Vanilla Porter. Cheers, Mike. But a lot has happened since then. I did get sick. I was out of work on Wednesday and Thursday, believe it or not. Didn't even feel like brewing or doing anything beer, so I was wiped. But then on Saturday, had a big brewing afternoon on Saturday. My boys had T-ball pictures. We had some other stuff around the house, and then I got to do some beer stuff. Some badly needed beer stuff. I got to, let's see, what did I do first? So I racked the collaboration beer with Wally Feck. I went ahead and got that out of the primary, and mostly because I was really unhappy with the amount of headspace that I had. I was using a big mouth bubbler for the first time, which I was very pleased with and was extremely easy to clean out. But for whatever reason, I did not like having a huge gap at the top. My volumes were a little low, and so I wanted to get that thing out. So I racked that beer onto the extra special ingredient. So it's going to sit for probably 2 weeks, on the ingredient. And then we'll probably put her in carving situations. So, got that done. Also kegged the latest version of the beet beer. I just pulled off the first sample of that tonight. I hadn't gotten around to it. Wanted to let it kind of carb. I had put gelatin in there, but it is hanging on to the haze. But it's tasting fantastic from what I can taste. So got those two things done, and then I brewed a very, very daunting task for me. Doing my second ever lager, and yeah, first lager that I did was an Oktoberfest a while back. It's been quite some time. It may have been a year and a half ago. So the previous fall, not last fall. It turned out the recipe was good. I enjoyed the beer. There was definitely I missed my diacetyl rest, and so it was too buttery. I still drank it. It was still okay, but definitely too much diacetyl left over. So I jumped in with my second ever lager and going big time, because I'm going as light as just about as light as it goes. It is a straight German Pilsner. 10 pounds of Weyermann Barquet Pilsner. That's it. 10 pounds of pills. And then some very traditional hops. I think I used Pearl and Hallertau Mittelfrüh. So I'll show you a quick clip or a picture of that going now. It is sitting happy at about 51 degrees. And about 2.5 days into fermentation, took off really, really smoothly. I had a great starter going, so really excited about that. Beautiful German Pilsner. Lagering away. Lagering. It's not lagering. It's fermenting. Get a little sulfur going in there, but not too bad. This is Tuesday evening. It was pitched Sunday afternoon. Cheers. I'm gonna hit the diacetyl this time. I'm gonna make it happen, and we're gonna have a German Pils on in the house not too soon. Pair that with a beet beer after this Cascara Saison kicks, and once that warm weather comes into Georgia, we're gonna be on top of it. So I got a brew day done, kegged the beet beer, racked the collab beer, pumped about all of it. And then the other thing I did on Sunday, like I mentioned earlier, I got an invite to be a +1 to a Barrel Society party at a brewery out in Athens called Southern Brewing Company. Probably my favorite brewery in the Atlanta area, just from my tastes, my styles, the atmosphere, all that kind of thing. And it was a ridiculous list of sours, experimentals, stuff that's has never and will never hit the market. Special kegs. I mean, go look up what amphora is. AMPHORA. They're doing sours in amphora and other beers in amphora. They're like kilned jars. And it was spectacular. So cheers to my buddy Cody Winters, who invited me out there and got to sit down with the head cellarman that's doing all of their sour program, barrel aging program, Ethan. And man, what a treat! Dude is doing some great stuff. And then also got some beers from Cody. I got a mead that I'm stoked to try. I've got a Belgian quad, I think's like over 9%. I've got a barley wine that's 11%, both of those from 2015. And then a Sati, which I think was brewed in late 2014, and that thing is 9%. So I've got some serious beer to drink, and so stoked to get into that stuff. But all that being said, I'm not going to take up a whole lot more time tonight. I'm going to see if I can get Mike Dean's beer out the door tomorrow. And cheers to all of you out there. Have a great rest of your week. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I'll come back with some more details on some of this brewing stuff in the next little while. I've got a couple other projects that are about to ramp up, and they're going to be fun ones, including one by my buddy Cody Winters. We're going to do a collab beer with some other people in the club. So cheers, y'all. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you later.